The 34 of Michael McDowell, man, their day was wild.
Whether it was lucky, talent, or good, I'm not sure. But
Yeah.
Michael McDowell had a good car, got in an accident on pit road, and I'll be honest, I kind of ruled the 34 out. I didn't expect to see him the rest of the day, but some interesting pit strategy got him to the front.
Interesting is the word I was going to use,
Yeah.
because here's where things get interesting. That team comes down their last pit stop, lap 94. So before we cover anything that this team did, what's the fuel window when you go to Atlanta?
Right, so it's 68-ish laps if you're leading, 75-ish laps if you're back there in the pack at some point. So they come down at 94 thinking, well, this works well. This will get us to the end of stage 2 at lap 160. Maybe they were thinking about the weather, but at this point, I hadn't heard a lot about a weather conversation. They come down at 94 to kind of get themselves in position for what I would consider a standard race.
And then we see a caution around lap 124. This is where, to me, it actually seems a little conservative. Travis Peterson keeps him out. We already know there's weather in the area, so I'm thinking this is a conservative call at this point. There could be lightning, the race could end, that sort of thing. How do you view it?
I think this was a conservative, and I don't want to use the word easy, but the most straightforward call. Get out of the mess. Get up towards the front, get a little track position. The weather's kind of coming. There's a lot of things that can go right from lap 124, so I like this call to stay out at this point. And at this point, it has turned into chaos,
Yes.
right? Every radio is screaming about weather. Every driver is trying to find their way to the front. So let's get out of the chaos. Easiest way to pass people, just don't pit.
Yeah, don't pit. We did see people pit, so they did gain track position. Now, this is where it gets extremely interesting and becomes not a conservative call, but a huge gamble.
Yeah, so the end of stage 2, or just before when the yellow comes out, pit road opens after the conclusion of the stage, and McDowell stays on the racetrack. You have to understand at this point he has just a few gallons of gas in the tank. Like not much.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't be comfortable. If you
Yeah.
pass the exit on the interstate, you would be starting to sweat a little bit because you are not sure how much further you can go. And I would love to tell everyone that I thought this was a brilliant call. I didn't even think it was an option. I would have never made this call. I'm not sure Travis Peterson, after 300 races, will make this call.
He only gets luck about one time with something like this.
For sure. I mean, there's so many ways this could go bad. If the rain doesn't come, he's going to pit under green, lose at least 1, maybe 2 laps. He has damage. Running by himself is going to kill him. There's so many ways this can go bad, but he stuck to his guns. I love the kind of the positive energy. I think he isn't thinking points. I think Travis is thinking we have to win this race if we want to be in the playoffs. Now, I can't wait to see what this does for the race team for the next 7. Do they believe they can make it now, right? Like, I know it's easy to say, of course they do, but do they really? When they wake up in the morning now, when they unload their car this week at New Hampshire, does the 34 believe they should make the playoffs? This could be the difference maker.